Hello everybody, welcome back to Arthenex Plays Pillars of Eternity. We're going to dive right back into the action, as Calicia says. Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Alright. So if we look, Calicia is suffering from major fatigue. Heoden is taking some damage, but otherwise in pretty good shape. And I'm feeling just peachy, thank you very much. Oh, and the game is paused. Okay. And what's this? A lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble. Intriguing.
Sure.
I wonder if we'll be able to get there later in the game.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Who were those attackers? Glenfathens. Those would be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Look to be the Fangs of Galawan, who are the switchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin, looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. Those Glenfallen said we had trespassed in these ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the Fangs are hotheads, Glenfallens don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or... She glances down the passage beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. I don't think I need to say any of those other things. Let's get going. Doesn't seem like it would fit in with my character. He's not particularly miffed by his companions dying.
See if they left anything useful behind.
Oh, campsite. Alright, what's in here? Camping supplies. Actually, I probably want to have those in my inventory. Oh, I guess they just go here. There's a mace and a hammer and chisel. Well, I think we are absent. Yeah, we don't have a weapon currently. Opens. You're using daggers. Okay. Battle axe. Well, better than nothing. Even if it's not the weapon that I actually want. A torch and a small shield. Hang on. I think I'll use the small shield. And I'll have you use the torch? I don't know. We'll see.
Huh? Sure.
And we will press on. Ooh. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and the thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zarip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. I don't know anything about Zarips. They look a little bit like kobolds. So, do I want to make peace with the Zarip? Or do I want to just kill it? As a scientist, I'm not particularly interested in carnage. I'll try and reassure it. Steps back and resumes its defensive posture. Oh, I probably should have read those. Oh well. Alright. We will let it live. And we'll find another way through.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
What are those symbols? So if we go into scouting mode...
Worth a look. Found something.
Lots of traps. Can I disarm them? I can. I can disarm that one anyway.
Found something.
Can't disarm that one. What about this one? No?
Worth a look.
Okay. So I can disarm some of these.
Found something.
I might as well try and disarm all the ones that I can.
Worth a look.
It's a little bit of extra experience.
Found something. Worth a look.
Hopefully my pet doesn't set off the
look.
traps. If I look at my character sheet, actually, let's see. Am I the best mechanic person in the party? I have 2 mechanics. What does our rogue here have? He also has 2 mechanics. And she has 0. Does it show me my my dispositions? Where would I go for that? Maybe my journal? Notes. Quests. No side quests. No tasks. Don't own the stronghold yet. Does it not show you your dispositions anywhere? I guess if it doesn't show them to you in the journal, I don't, or the character sheet. So you have reputations. Talents. It doesn't show them to me. Oh well. Alright, let's just continue.
Worth a look.
I'm not sure how much actual experience I'm getting out of this, but I'm definitely getting some.
Worth a look. Worth a look. Worth a look.
Alright, so I've disarmed all the traps that I can disarm. Pop back out of stealth. Let's go investigate this body over here. Alright, so there's a crossbow, leather armor. Let's see, we don't need, let's see. Would we rather have a crossbow or a hunting bow? I think I'd rather have a crossbow. Speed average, damage 12 to 17. Because we might be able to get one shot off before we have to engage in melee. So let's give ourselves the crossbow and the gem. And I guess we'll take a torch. And this small folio is torn in several places, and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice, and I've got my hands on a genuine Engwithian artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned, and he's not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then it's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Sealent Liss in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Okay, we'll stash that, and oops. Oh, hopefully with the rest of that one into our stash. Alright, and I'm going to equip this crossbow and give my regular bow to you. And I'm going to take your lockpicks. Sorry, dude. My lockpicks. Alright, and then let's go back this way. through
That
this
roundish
door.
symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Poof. So this is another way to disarm these traps. But of course, since we've already disarmed them by hand, I don't think it's actually going to do anything. And do we have anything over here? A mural.
Quete silves mito.
Oozes. So if I... Let me just try something. If I weapon swap the crossbow, fire at the ooze.
How can I help?
I'm just going to have you fire at the ooze.
What you need?
You go attack it. Okay. Alright, now we fired once. Let's switch back to melee. Go attack it. We gotta be in close for our spell anyway. Keep an eye on it. Should pop now. Oh, nope. Now. Okay. Oh, we killed it before it popped. Okay. We get some ooze plasma. A congealed mass of thick and opaque jelly. Tasty. Alright, let's take all. Another dead adventurer. What does he have? Oh, a poleaxe. A two-handed weapon. Slash crush. Alright, let's... I think I'm going to equip that. It doesn't have reach like my pike did. But I think I still like it better than mace plus shield. Damage, ho! Alright.
Sure.
What else do we got here?
Where'd that slime come from?
This looks interesting. A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down the wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Let's use our water skin. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. Alright, well, let's use our gem. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way.
Quete silves mito.
Alright, just charge. Okay. That was easy. We will stash this. And check out our loot. We got a minor cloak of protection. I will take that. Thank you very much. An amethyst and an adra, which can be stashed. And I will put on the cloak of protection, which gives me 5 fortitude, reflex, and will. Mainly, I need the reflex defense because my dexterity is pretty bad. My will defense is amazing. My fortitude defense is pretty good, but my reflex defense is pretty awful. All right. Oh, that tells me how many phrases I've uttered. I see. I don't think low dexterity affects... I don't think low dexterity affects the speed at which you chant stuff. Maybe it does. In which case, this low dexterity is going to hurt more than I thought it would. But I don't think it does.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, no point in going back down there.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Okay, so let's pop this up and take a closer look at our combat log. Alright, so I did a chant. Oh, ouch. That hurt. Six seconds. Alright, well. I don't think it does. Doesn't look like it does. Scalder meat is both stringy and slimy, making it palatable to few in its raw form. Alright, we will stash it. Ooh, what's this? A hatchet. Interfering. +5 deflection. Oh, interesting. It's a defensive weapon. Alright. Well, I'm not going to equip it. I'll stick with my two-hander.
Shortcut.
Alright, so I think if we use our tools, then we'll get fatigued. So let's see what happens if we just push on the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. I think Calicia has the best strength. Yeah, her might is one better than mine. Okay.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
You could.
You
know, I'm going to switch you back to daggers. What does this do? Once per encounter. I should probably be using that, huh? Alright. Charge! Ooh, there's a lot of them.
What you need?
How can I help?
Lightning strike this guy. Ooh, that was effective. Alright, can I use this yet? No, I can. Only one of them left, though. Wow, sneak attack is certainly effective. I will say that for it. Alright. We got a little bit of loot. An ear. Great. Just what I always wanted. An ear from a monster. You know, back in the dwarf cities, I had a friend who used to collect those. It's called their ears. Of course, he's dead now.
Think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm pass, too.
An exit. Sounds promising. Spiders. Okay, well, we'll use our tried and true tactic of charging. And I'm going to have you use Blinding Strike on the guy we're not attacking this time. Except we killed them all so fast, it was just like we were attacking.
Sure.
We got any experience for that, unfortunately. Let's see, is there anything we missed back here? No. No, we will just continue on. And more spiders. We're going to use our tried and true tactic of charge! There's a big one, huh? Famished. Alright, let's try out Blinding Strike on you. See how that works. Did it do it? Fine. Do it on the one you're attacking then. Alright, now it's dead. Let's see, is our spell up yet? It is, but the enemy's dead.
Yeah.
So far we're killing everything so fast that this finishing move from our Chanter is not doesn't seem to be that effective, but that will probably change relatively soon. What's this? Bats as large as chickens are strung in the web. Is this an ecology piece? Is it telling us that cave spiders eat bats and that's how they survive? A helmet. Doesn't look like it does anything. We'll stash it. Gems. Stash those. Happy to have them. We need enough money to rebuy our pike that we spent 75 gold on and then lost. What is this? A rapier. Accurate. +5 accuracy. Bloodstone. Alright, we'll stash that. Alright, well, I hope we got everything, and if we didn't, oh well. And out we go. Oh, a talk icon. Does that mean
How can
that...
I help? This trip could have gone better. How can I help? This trip could have gone better.
Oh, I see. It'll actually appear on their portrait. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so they don't actually have anything they want to say to me. Okay. Which is good, because... Dun dun dun. 4 figures stand silhouetted before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled audra and metallic veins, inscrutable and ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The face of one of the figures is distantly visible, framed by long tendrils of oily gray hair tinged dark at the ends, and a thick beard that seems to obscure all traces of emotion. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and his head is crowned with a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions jutting out, one on each side, like the wings of some profane and malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
Okay. Sounds like a religious fanatic.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Sounds like he's successfully brainwashed these 3. Can you cast a spell at that thing? That can't be healthy. Spin faster! Faster! For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, watching your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with audra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of a great pillar of audra pierces the floor from below like a ragged spike, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. You might even say it's a pillar of eternity. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined, the work of perhaps, of a prodigious but fevered mind. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they were all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and a ceremonial robe, his oily hair tucked beneath a black cowl and a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him. One question, above all, and this question spins madly in your mind. Where can I get a decent cheeseburger around here? No, maybe not. You awaken to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. Dangerous to others, perhaps, but not to Arthenex. I fear no sickness. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Heoden and Calicia lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. It's going to be hard to imagine things getting worse. Alright, I leveled up. My companions are dead. Stash. I'll just stash all this stuff. Oh, not that. I'm gonna wear that. Not that either. I already have a torch. I can stash the other two. Let's equip the scale armor. Pachink. Throw my old armor in my stash. Throw the shield in my stash. Okay. And let's level up. Alright, so lore and mechanics are my current skills. So I think I'm just going to increase both of them by 2 points each. And now I get a new finisher. I already have a one that's always useful, so I can summon a phantom. I really like this one, but I don't think I'm going to get it yet. This is really good if I have companions that do low damage, but really fast. And I am going to have companions like that eventually, but I don't think I need it yet. So that one summons skeletons. Plus 5 damage reduction slash, but 10 damage reduction shock. Okay. But what if they're wielding clubs? This is very similar to the one I already have, except it's still faux AoE. It's just it doesn't have the knockback or the stun, but it has a slightly longer range. And this... Nearby down enemy to explode, expelling 3 white grubs and crushing nearby enemies. This does quite a bit of damage. Sure, let's try it. I'll take that. And I get a skill. This is, like, really, really good. As long as I'm chanting... Everybody, all my allies get plus point constant endurance regeneration. So plus 0.9 endurance as long as I'm chanting. That is like really, really good. it turns me into a constant source of regenerating health for my entire party. So we'll grab that. And it also, I believe, works on me when I'm solo, which is important for right now. So I am majorly fatigued, but I know I'm about to travel before I get into another fight. Oh, did I miss a plant back here? I think I did. Yeah, I did. So I'm going to travel before I camp, because there's no more fights in this area, so it doesn't matter if I'm majorly fatigued. Yeah, I thought there was an herb over there. And over here, I'm seeing visions of people being tortured. This cannot be healthy for me. This massive structure is formed of stone, azure, and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it seems to vibrate with an unusual energy. Okay. So let's travel to Valewood.
Could use some rest.
You can use some rest, alright. That's fine, let's camp. Disturbing dreams. This will heal me to full, though, and get rid of my fatigue, which is good. And this seems like a good place to put a cut in this video. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, please consider liking the video. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you want constant updates on how our character does. Either way, though, I hope you all have a terrific day.